Okay, so this escarole is cooking here. Not too bad. It's working out. We want to put a little bit of salt in here. I got a little toy here. It's a ball jar that my wife put a cover on it and used the cover from the salt. And we've got a little different salt shaker. So put a little bit of salt in here. This is going to work out good for vegetarians too. I mean, also a little garlic powder. It's garlic powder and it's granulated garlic. This is granulated garlic, but they call it garlic powder. Okay, whatever. So you don't want to get the powder, you want to get the granulated one. Okay, so just sprinkle some of that in here. All right. Remember, no pepper. Okay, so stay away from the pepper. So it's in here now, and it's cooking it. You know, you can hear it. You can hear it sizzling. All right. So I have pretty much mostly all of it covered and still cooking up. You know, it doesn't take long for this to be done. You know, so all right. Now I add some stuff to it, a little bit more. I'm going to put in some garden vegetable broth. All right. Okay. It has, I don't know, vegetable stuff in it. You know, it's all vegetables. It's got carrots and celery and green peppers and leeks and onion powder and what do? I guess they blend it. You know, so we put a little bit of this in here and still covering the vegetarians. There's no meat, right? So pour a little here. You know, and I do a lot of that stuff. I learned, I measure that, I don't measure. I do it according to feel. I mean, I've been making this a lot, so, I know that you can't, what I put in there is good, all right? I got this little wooden spoon. There are metal ones that you can use, but I prefer the wood. When you make your macaroni gravy, gravy sauce, it's gravy for the Northeast people. It's sauce for the rest of the world. But I don't know why the Italians call it gravy in New York and New Jersey and in Maryland. Hey, I leave out a couple other states, I guess. Oh, Massachusetts. There you go. We got a running battle with Massachusetts, New Yorkers. I mean, but that's all right. I mean, you got to have that competition with one another. I mean, that's what makes this country great. Anyhow, so we got this. A little bit of splash, a lot of grease in there. All right. All righty. Okay. So what we want to do now is we want to put some lemons in there. I have a lemon, and the battle is which way do you cut a lemon? Do you cut it this way? Do you cut it that way? I cut it. That's it. I cut the lemon. And then you just cut it again and cut it again, and then put it in your hand and squeeze it so like so that you don't. And if there are any pits, it stays in your hand. So we got one gone. This is a half of a lemon I'm going to probably use, I guess. And two. And you got another guy. See, that's usually my trick, add the lemon to it, all right? Now, you could do cannellini beans now. You can put it in. I usually do that now. You have cannellini beans, and one of the things about cannellini beans, they come. This is standard Progresso. It comes with in water, and what you want to do is you want to drain it. So get a can opener that works good. They have these electric ones. I don't know. I use this. I don't know. My daughter-in-law lives in California. Has got one of these weird ones. It's like two little things together. One hits here, one hits there, and you gotta have instructions on how to use it. I just want to turn it, right? It's turning. There you go. Done. All right. Take it, and you have a strainer. I have a strainer in the sink, and I just pour it and get rid of it. All the juice that's, All right. So we take this and pop it up. And just sprinkle it in. That's it. Now, I have something else called a garlic butter. That's like really cool. I can pop that out in a minute and I'll show you that. I put some of that in there. It's a, they might call it an oily dish, but when you put the vegetable stock in there, that sort of kills it a bit, right? All right, so now I have it in, right? Now comes the trick. Now we want to remove this, the cores. So I take that, like so, and just hold it and just cut it. See, there's a core. Put it with these lemons. I don't know. You can use that as a mulch. So what do we have there? I think we got four cores, right? This is two, I guess. There you go. And here we go. Here we go. This is number, what was I? 2, 3. Okay. I use the bigger knife now. It's a lot easier. All right. Don't worry if you cut the other escarole. I mean, that's what you're doing. You want to cut it a little bit too. You want it into bite-sized pieces, but you don't necessarily. All right. There's one more left. All right. There it is. So just hey, come on. It's easier this way. Okay, so we got the 4, and you just spread it around a bit. Sometimes I throw some other lemon in there, but no, you don't need to. And I don't think I need the garlic butter, All right. Looks good to me, all right? So next thing we want to do is we want to plate it. I have one of these bigger plates here, so I'll just take one of these and just pick it up. Okay. There it is. Now we want to do, I got a trick ladle here. It's got some holes in it, and you can just pick this up and it's got some of your cannellini beans, and let it drain a bit, Just sprinkle it on. Now, a lot of this extra juice in here, or sauce, or whatever you want to call it, just, forget it, Just take it and just let this, you see this drain out. Okay. And never cover it. If you cover it, it kind of like it steams it, and you don't want to steam it. And some people, they'll put some baking soda in there to make it green. I mean, why would you put baking soda in this? Why would you, I don't know. But they, they'll take like string beans and they want to make them greener. Is that a word, greener? Okay. Anyway, they'll put in some baking soda, and it kind of foams up and it makes it look real green. I found that I just take it and I throw it in ice water, and drain it, throw it in ice water, and then it makes it look sharp. If I'm going to do that, but I wouldn't do this for this here because it just doesn't make. Okay, so we have it. Yeah. All right. That looks pretty good. So I got to get a plate here. I have this thing where I say you should have everything together. Well, I do what I do. I don't. That's it. So there's this plate. We want to plate it now. So we'll take some of this, put it on here. Actually, the cool thing I'm going to do is probably cut a slice of bread, and I'll make a sandwich. Here we go. There you go. And, it's like kind of a good look, right? So let's get some Italian bread. I got some Italian bread. And I usually like the I don't like too much on the end, but this way I'm going to do the end. And what you want to do is you want to take the bread and you want to cut it at an angle. Okay, so we do this. All right, so we cut that at an angle, right? And then we take this here and we just cut it like so. Notice I put my hand on the top. Just hold it down, and then, you got a sharp enough knife, it's going to work. All right? So take some of this here and just put it in. Actually, put the beans in there too, it's, okay. Kind of like a cool looking sandwich here, right? I'm going to do this. I made it. Bread is good. That's what I was talking about. It's greasy and the oil coming out. Oh my God. Is this great? My hands are full of the oil. I'm thinking about when I was in high school and I used to bring that sandwich over and I would do this. And now I'm watching myself on the video. Well, it's great. You got to try this. Really work on it a couple of times, and just go easy with it, and you'll love it. You're probably better off just doing like one head when you first start, but this is great. I have this thing when I chew. I once saw a movie. It's called Sitting Pretty, and this guy lost his job and he became a babysitter. And he had this theory: you must chew your food 28 times. So I watched that movie, and I find myself when I'm eating, I'm counting as I'm chewing. But If you're not having fun, I'm having fun. Anyway, thanks very much. And as I say, in salute for Shindan. Good luck for 100 years. Thank you.